Hi, good morning, my dear students. Once again, welcome back to our sixth class of geography. And in previous class, we were discussing about Asia, the second chapter, Asia, a land of contrast. Okay, as the name shows, it has diverse or different geographical features or geographical relief features. Okay. So once again, I welcome all of you to the third episode of second chapter, that is Asia, a land of contrast. Okay. So I hope all are fine and take care. So today we are going to study more detail about Asia. Okay. And in previous classes we studied that in our Asia we can see 48 nations are there, and even India, China, majority part of Russia, all are part of Asian continent. Okay. And in previous class we studied the area of Asian continent. Okay. Now today we are focusing on the physiography of Asia. Okay. Physiography means the physical features. Okay. Physical features or the structural features of Asian continent. Okay. On earth we can see different types of geographical features such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, deserts, forests, many things we can see. Like that in our Asia is a land of diverse. Okay. So we can see many different geographical features in India. And let us see here the physiography of Asia. Okay, we can divide the Asian continent into mainly 5 geographical features. Okay, so one by one let us see which are those 5 geographical divisions of Asia. Okay, so the physiography, physiography means the study of the surface features of the earth is known as physiography. Okay. So the first one is northwestern lowlands. Okay, northwestern part of Asia. Okay, northwestern lowlands, or we can say the Siberian region, Siberia. Okay, Siberia has deserts also. Okay, so Siberian deserts includes in the northwestern part of Asia. Okay, so it is the biggest geographical features of Asia. Okay, and coming to the second point, we can see the central highlands including the mountains. Central highlands including mountains, we can see many mountains in Asia. We can see Mount Everest, the biggest mountain peak in the world, is also coming under these central highlands. The height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meters, 8,848 meters. So we can round it into 9 kilometers. Okay, actually the height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meters. So we can just round those into kilometers. It will be coming approximately 9 kilometers. Okay, 9 kilometers is the average height of Mount Everest. Okay. So that also come under the central highlands, and moreover we can see many mountains are there. Okay, and the third one is the southern plateaus. The southern plateaus, in this region we can see the plateaus of Arabia. Even though Arabia is a desert, we can see many plateau region, rocky region also in Arabian peninsula. Okay, that is the southern plateau. Okay, and the fourth one is the Great Plains of Rivers. The Great Plains of Rivers. Okay, especially this will come in the part of Iran and Iraq or Persian region. Okay, Tigris and Euphrates. Tigris and Euphrates are the important rivers of Persia. That is in olden time we call it as Persia. Okay, and these regions are very fertile, and once upon a time there was a famous civilization was also emerged in the Persian region. Okay, we call it as Mesopotamian civilization. Mesopotamian civilization. Okay, that is the Great Plains of rivers, and people settled there in order to do agriculture, and they settled there for the production of agriculture. Okay, that is the reason how human beings started the settled life in when we study about the history of human beings, how they settle in a specific place. Okay, so next is the fifth one is the island groups. We can see many islands in the Asian continent. When we come to India, we know Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweeps are the two examples of islands. Like that, when we take Asia as a whole, we can see many island groups. Okay, like Philippines. Philippines is a good example for island in Asia. Like that, many Sumatra, Malaysia, Singapore. This is like places we can see in Asian continent. Okay, Sumatra is in Indonesia. Okay, and these are the physiographic or the physical features of Asian continent. And in previous class we already studied that according to the extent and position of the Asia, we can divide the Asia into 5 regions. Okay, so first we studied that East Asia. In East Asia we can see many important countries or famous countries such as China, Korea, North Korea and South Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan and Mongolia. These are the East Asian countries. Okay, then second one is Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia, it comprises Myanmar, Malaysia, Singapore and Philippines. These are the countries coming under Southeast Asian countries. Okay, then third one is South Asia. It includes India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and Maldives. Okay, these are the South Asia. Okay, which are they? India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka and Maldives. These countries comes under South Asia. Okay. Okay, and South Asia, our main neighbors of India also comes under South Asia, including India. Okay, and the fourth one is Southwest Asia. Southwest Asia. In Southwest Asia, we can see some countries like Afghanistan, United Arab Emirates, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Turkey and Qatar. These are the some important nations of Southwest Asia. Okay, and this majority of this area is covered by desert. Okay, and the fifth one is Central Asia, the Middle Asia. Okay, in this we can see many countries: Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Siberia, etc. comes under this Central Asia. Okay, and we already studied that the physiography of India divided into 5. We can repeat once again. The first one is Northwest Lowlands. Northwest Lowlands. The second one is the Central Highlands, includes mountains. Okay. Third one, the Southern Plateau regions. The Southern Plateau regions. And the fourth one is the Great Plains of rivers, nearby the prominent rivers of the world. Tigris, Euphrates, Nile. In coming to India, we can see Ganga, Brahmaputra. These regions are part of the Great Plains of rivers. Okay, and these regions are very fertile. As a result, many people are settled there for the agricultural purpose. Okay, this is very fertile region. And the last one is the island groups of the island groups. Okay, mainly we can say many islands are there. Indonesia, Java. Okay, within Indonesia we can see Sumatra. These are some island groups of Asia, including Philippines. Okay, do you know the capital of Philippines? Capital of Philippines is Lima. Lima is the capital of Philippines. Okay, so I hope you understood this part, and just read the textbook. Okay, and try to understand more about the chapter. Till then, take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.